Good morning everyone. Let us study the mathematical expression for the rotational component. We will consider a fluid element having the line segments PB, CA and PA. And U and V are the velocity components in x and y directions. The line segment PA having the length delta x and the line segment PB having the length delta y. As the body deforms through an angle of delta theta 1, it will get the new position. PA will get the new position. This is a PA dash. Now the velocity components in x direction is u and in y direction is v. At P, u and v are there, and at A the velocity component in y direction is v plus dou v by dou x into delta x, because it is at a distance delta x. And at a distance delta y, the velocity component in x direction is u plus dou u by dou y into delta y. Now change in velocity in y direction, v plus dou v by dou x into delta x minus u into delta t. Delta t is considered for the time interval. So we will get dou v by dou x delta x into delta t. And in the x direction we are considered here minus n, because the rotation here u is x component velocity, it is moving opposite to the velocity component in y direction, or else it is moving clockwise direction. U is moving clockwise direction and v is moving in the anti-clockwise direction. So we are considered the, as it is moving and is rotating in opposite direction, so we are considered minus n here. So we will get minus dou v dou u by dou y into delta y into delta t. Now change in for angle, we required to find out this angle, because the angular rotation is there, the body is got deformed angularly. So tan delta theta 1, this is the height through which the body is got deformed angularly. So change in y direction, distance, change in velocity in y direction, thus we will substitute it here, and divided by PA, this is the distance. So tan the delta theta 1 equal to, we will get dou v by dou x into delta t. So similarly we will get for x direction also, tan delta t equal to minus n here we will get, because minus n it is there, minus dou u by dou y. And we will consider for small interval of time delta t tends to 0, then tan delta theta 1 is equal to delta theta 1. So for angular velocity you will take limits tan delta t tends to 0, delta theta 1 by delta t equal to, we will substitute delta theta 1 here, and delta t will get cancelled, so we will get radians per second. This is the angular velocity of that line segment PA, and similarly angular velocity of line segment of PB. Now the rotation about the z axis. Okay, the rotation about the z axis, it is taken as average of angular deformation of the line segments PA and PB. So Wz is equal to 1 by 2 dou v by dou x minus dou u by dou y. So this is the rotational component about the z axis we got. Similarly we will get the rotational component about the x axis and rotational component about the y axis. So mathematically we can define as, mathematically the rotational component about any axis can be defined as average of angular velocity of any two perpendicular elements to each other and to the axis of rotation. If the velocities, angular velocities are equated to 0, then flow is said to be irrotational. There is no rotational flow. Okay, in the vectorial form we will represent omega vector, also its angular velocity is equal to angular velocity in x direction into I cap plus angular velocity in y direction into j cap plus angular velocity in z direction to k cap. The resultant is equal to square root of wx square plus wy square plus w, and it is wz square. And here it is summarized, and it is necessary to keep in the memory always these expressions. Okay, thank you.